Yeah,
That's pretty good.
They can use macros. It was still really cool.
I mean, when one person uses macros, it's like, good job. Everybody can do that. But when there's this many in sync together, yes. And they're actually playing different parts of the song, making it sound like the actual song.
I just follow people around on magic carpets, playing A Whole New World.
I'm gonna take my party.
Password in VT discussion.
There's already 2 YouTube video musicals up with.
A Whole New World.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I gotta go real quick.
And never come back.
That's not.
Don't worry, we'll rein him back in.
Oh, for fuck's sake!
Oops, I
Stop.
forgot to.
I think I have cancer now.
Oh well, too late.
Oh,
Hey guys, how many therapists does it take to change a light bulb?
Well, at least the 2 people joined. Are they healers or at least just another
2 healers.
Let's see.
But I forgot to block off
We are
the spot, so it'll be 8.
129.
No. That's a mighty yikes for a number.
What is that?
Just you in there, Cyrix?
It took my
You're-
party in, so I
Yeah.
think it's just our party in the instance.
Support is full.
Holy shit.
Alright, so if you were in, that means there was 120 before, around 121. Yeah, that's less than ideal. So everyone just begin queuing in, make sure people are ready to go.
Oh. There's going to be more Final Fantasy VII information next week.
Nice. Great,
I think
I-
they
I'm gonna need-
decided to do it in 2 parts instead of 4 last.
Oh, I thought they were doing it in 3.
Yeah,
I
now
think
they,
you need me and Kugane, Rain?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm coming.
I think 3 was the original thing that they were talking about, and then I've heard 2 recently.
Hey guys, sorry to interrupt. If I ever get the opportunity to join one of these, is it a PF thing you do with the passwords? Is that what's going on?
Yeah,
Yes.
they go into Party Finder. We go into the private section of Party Finder, and the
Okay.
Eureka tab is where you'll find all the parties.
Understood, under private. Alright, thanks guys, enjoy. Good luck.
Yeah, no problem. If you didn't get this one, again, I'm gonna try to do one like every other day or so.
We got 2 parties in here, and the
Got enough.
instance is basically full.
I see me.
What are the lowest timers?
Lowest timers are 133.
Well,
Wait,
this
the lowest timers are 133?
Yeah.
Jesus,
fresh.
okay.
it's a busy
That
day.
means we'll be definitely going for the overflow.
Yeah, the problem is that's a lot for the other. So my party, along with me by the pot watch. So okay, I'm
That's
with
your
Rain and
And
Oshali.
Do you want me to
Rain.
queue support in? I'm in.
Yeah, go ahead, queue support in to try to get at least from the overflow, because yours is gonna be more difficult because it's.
No, we are
Oh,
we
actually,
are full 8. I messed.
Oh, actually, a lot of us are in here now, so that's good. That means
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so people in like the main active instance just hold for a second.
I was gonna say, get one group to back out.
Yeah, how many people are in the instance right now?
We're at 144, basically.
We'll just get
How many
4
groups with that one?
I'm in I'm in the overflow. There's
We have
40.
2 groups in it in this.
Hey,
Okay,
hey,
send
guys.
one out. Send one out.
Go to.
Can we go out?
Send half your party.
Yeah,
Send half
Rosie,
your
you
party.
go out.
Half.
All right. Yep. So if I call your name, please leave the instance real quickly. Clive, Liaison, Zaron, Mabel. Just leave the instance. Don't leave the party. Just leave the instance. Okay. That was more than I asked for, but thank you.
It's okay. As long as you keep above 137.
Make sure you guys stay in Kugane somewhere.
In the meantime, everyone in the correct overflow can, if you're in the 43 out of 144, or whatever it is, you can
If we're with Rain and
appraise,
Aqua.
all that stuff.
Already scouting ferries. Found one.
Yeah, Mashi, we're on the right one.
Okay, we're at 141 in this instance.
Have 3 more people. Actually, you can have a couple more people drop out.
Yeah, you'll, allow for more randoms to fill in.
We can drop the last 3 of us in my party.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. All right. So the rest of Rose's party, let's drop.
Tell you when to queue back.
I'll let y'all post when I find ferries because I'm gonna just keep moving around over here.
Sounds good.
Is your entire party out now?
I'm trying to check. Loading.
You want to be the last one out, usually.
Damn you, Black. Yeah, we're all out.
Okay.
139 queuing.
Someone said I already found 2 ferries. Must be. Did you find 2 ferries off in the east? West, sorry? No. I found 2 in the northeast.
Are you guys in?
Yes, we're going in now.
I'll keep an eye out for you guys.
I'm on a dragoon
You're playing Dragoon?
with my purple hair.
You changed your hair?
I changed my hair.
Nice. He's in. I see him.
Okay.
Okay.
That's
I
good.
want all 5 of the DPS in my party for group 1 to drop out.
It's rain.
I'm here.
Rain.
It's
I missed you.
rain and rain.
Oh, you do got purple hair. Look at that.
Yeah.
It's raining rain.
Actually, it's German. Hello.
I would try to speak German to you, but
Sprechen Sie Deutsch?
Rosha, can you hear me?
Oh, that's good. There's a Molek up in this instance, so people aren't.
Can anyone hear me?
yes, we can hear
Yeah.
you.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You're good.
Is there only ever 3 ferries active at any given time?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. Max 3.
Well, if you don't have to be over here, you can go set up stuff if you need to. That wasn't me telling you to get away. I was just telling you don't have to be over here.
Cooties.
Okay, it's going up.
I'm not gonna lie, I do have to do this.
Don't we all?
Pillars you can drop out now.
I always forget my circle dot cootie shot.
What the fuck did I just click into here? Hello?
Is this real life?
Question mark?
Nani?
Oh, 139.
Is it only you in there?
In my party, yeah.
Well, if it's 139, you can fucking go.
Nope.
What?
Simon here, so it's an exact 8.
139 minus you is 6.
Yeah, it's 144.
Yeah, get out of the queue.
I'll
You need
be
138.
Anyways.
Okay. If you're in there with 138 and it's just you, you can get out.
Someone just dropped Soul Check, or someone just joined rather. I don't think people should be leaving because Molek's up, so the only reason people would be leaving is if they're trying to cycle into into support already.
Which has been a problem lately.
The fact that we have people trying to cycle into support before the main group is in is a massive issue.
Yeah.
I think we're in. Did Ovni just pop?
No.
Or not? Are
Wait,
you?
what?
Oh no, we just got back into the same instance. Everyone out.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, people are trying to cycle into support already.
I'll post it.
Yep. Yep, back in.
Did we find the third ferry yet?
All three have been found. Yeah.
Okay, I only have
Really?
two on
Where's
the
the
map.
third one? I have two.
We only have two. It's the
Which-
we only have the the two. One next to town and the one just a little bit further away from town.
Okay, the other one is the very, very corner against the wall, almost near Daphne's.
Yeah, it was at 3816.
Oh wow.
Sorry, not Daphne's spawn, Ceto's.
Well, these are some terrible ferries. to get
Damn,
around.
that's really far away.
Oh, it was
Wait.
all the way in that corner? I've never seen one over there. I didn't bother looking there.
How's the main look, Cyrix?
I just dropped and requeued. We're in.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
I mean, there's a high,
yeah.
high chance the one next to town
Is
will get burned down.
Is the support full? Why are people trying to cycle in? Or they just want the crystals?
They probably
Crystals,
just want the
probably
crystals, but the fact that they're trying to queue in already is just a pain for us.
11 minutes until Ovni, so
I went to discussion and told them to just, if they got the instance, you guys were in the main instance, just sit. Help you plug it.
Yeah, it seems like it's okay.
Yeah, we're in now, so.
all right,
Oh,
everybody's in.
sweet.
All right, let's go back down to the other chat.
We're already here.
I'm fucking with you.
All right, time's up. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins.
Because everybody else was quiet.
Yeah, they were quiet
think
enough we
that-
didn't have to leave.
They're
I like
all
it.
just scared. It's okay, everybody. Like 100%,
Yeah.
it's not going to be that
Yeah,
bad.
Yes, we have just defeated what's called the instance boss. It can easily be the most difficult one in the raid.
Definitely the first boss of BA. The second is OVNI.
The third boss is me.
I believe
I
it.
am the third boss. You have to deal with my stupid jokes.
No, the third boss is it me when he's nervous about early folk Ozma call it.
Oh my
This
god,
is
that
also
was-
true.
Can we stop? Please.
you were fine, Cyrix. You were fine.
It was
I know
amazing.
I was.
It
But
was
I was
amazing.
so goddamn on edge.
I want to try to kill one of those ferries. So we can get
You
one.
had,
Oh,
had-
Oh,
come
this shit
on.
again.
Oh boy.
It's fine. Just ignore it. It doesn't need to be a thing.
I was told I could say that the official BA Discord link is.
I mean, if you were told.
And
Yeah,
also
Cecilia
that we
said
have
we're
over
allowed
6,000
to do it.
We're allowed to call ourselves official?
Just
I didn't pre-copy my PF one.
You can just say that this is a BA Discord with 6K members that does 5 to like between 2 and 5 runs a day. So this one's better. Yes.
I'm not
that's
getting.
not as insulting. Copy and paste the exact message, change new to official, and change the link.
Of course, though, if we piss them off,
No,
you
we
could-
don't
Yeah,
honestly. It's
don't.
not worth antagonizing this.
Yeah,
If you
ignore
want to
it.
put out, at most, I would say this is also another one where like there's also this option, but you don't need to try to flex
Undercut
with
or
it.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. See, I think he just tries to get in with us and do his thing. Because he knows we're in here.
Just as a quick statement for all those in here, there is no Drake inside of BA. So make sure you just have your logos appraised. There's a logos manipulator in there, so you can build your logograms, but make sure that you do have them appraised with Drake before going in, because once we go in, like I said, Drake cannot be in two places at once. He is not magical like Geralt, other people.
We need a Drake on the
He
pier.
can too, but he can only be on 2. And those are Pyros and Hydatos.
We need a Drake
Oh.
on the pier.
Don't forget he's in North Shroud.
Yeah, they
too.
do.
Nice.
He's also
Trying
an
to
Azuma.
remember. Rain, is there a way to open a new logo set with an indom on it and your stacks?
Yeah,
100%,
you actually
yeah.
you can take off Indom completely and you still have your stacks. They just
Okay.
Yeah, on
I
Ozma,
actually
Cyrix,
played with
I-
that, so
on Ozma, I usually pop my Catastrophe, get 15 minutes, then I pop Guardian Bloodbath.
I should probably do that, but
Here, I'll show you my setup for when I
Magic,
start.
Does Magic Burst work well on a summoner? I know it's garbage.
Yes.
Red
Yes, yes, it does.
If
So-
you can phase it correctly, it is extremely good.
It goes in your Bahamut rotation section.
Okay.
Zaron, I'm going to tell you right now, you don't need all 6 logo actions set to remember. I can tell you that right now.
In raid 3 discussion, Cyrix. This is my setup before I go in. You can guess how it works after that.
Is Nanny actually wanting us to come heal him at Bunny?
Okay. I see.
The Breathtaker Indom is first stack not Avni. Then I make a solo remembered, pop that. Then I pop Indom Catastrophe.
Yeah,
And hopefully
now that I know there's a way to do that, I'm gonna attempt to indom on Omni because it seems a lot easier.
it's good to build stacks for sure. You just gotta be, like, we'll coordinate. Pachi, are you building too? Are you tanking?
No. I'm just randomly doing stuff. I died to bunnies because I wasn't paying attention.
No, I mean on the run. Are you tanking or are you on a different side?
I'll be tanking, I guess, to some extent.
Okay.
No,
I
Nani.
assume I'm tanking. If we get to Ozma, I assume I'll be main taking that platform, but otherwise, I don't particularly care.
I think me and Cyrix are 5'6", so
No, I'm 1.
Oh, you're 1, so you're with Pachi.
No, I'm 5.
Oh, you're with me. Okay. I was gonna say one of us might have to swap platforms. No big deal.
Oh, you're going in on tank this time?
Yeah, I have to get rid of my tank logos because I want to go healer. I just finished my healer.
Oh, hey, Squid's up.
And I don't want to burn 3 Catastrophe Indoms for no reason.
Can we go to Notorious Monsters?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah, we've got time. You
Okay.
should be
How
able
do
to
I
easily kill him
make a
before all
play
these
barrel
spells.
or not a
Guardian with Bloodbath?
No, I'm trying to make a guardian without having a guardian.
Yeah, it's easy. It's
Plate Bearer,
protect
protect.
and Plate Bearer, yeah.
I'm out of guardians, and I'm basically out of plate bearers. Oh no.
Oh, it's 100% though with
yeah.
Plate Bearer, protect, and then Bloodbath on the other side. So it's cheap and easy.
That's the way I like it.
Oh, baby. Hello?
Quick question.
Oh.
What's the method of building?
Kill me.
Guys, don't talk over the questions. Come on. Go ahead, man.
Sorry, I was just wondering what was the safe way to build indom stacks.
You can pop an Indom before Avni.
Mm-hmm.
Stay in defensive.
What's your job, by the way, specifically?
Paladin.
Easy.
Catastrophe.
You build them on Avni, you just stand in pretty much the AoEs, pop cooldowns for the first couple stacks, then you swap to Sword Oath, eat some more until you don't get any stacks anymore, switch to offensive, back to Shield Oath, eat them again.
That does depend, though, on how elementally geared you are.
I
Yeah.
only have the Kieran Zasad.
Yeah,
You probably shouldn't worry about.
Want to build stacks. I mean, if you want to build stacks just to learn how it feels, you probably want to build stacks while still having defensive magia if you have no elemental gear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if
I think-
I'd. unless you really want to learn how to do indom stacks, I would just probably stick to a guardian or something initially. Are you new? Like brand new tank?
My first time in was last night, and I was off tanking in Rain's party.
Rain Chan?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend just trying to do the indom right away, because you do want elemental gear to kind of make you a little beefier. But I mean, if you want to, just to learn how to do it, go for it.
Like one thing.
What are those for? I'm sorry. What are those for?
Indom?
Yeah.
For tanks, if you turn on that wisdom, anytime you take a single attack that would take more than half your health, you get a stack of a buff called HP boost. It stacks up to 16 times. At 16 stacks, you can have between like 120 to 150k HP. Depending on that. So it's quite a big HP pool.
And you can carry that with you into BA?
Yep.
Yes.
It's a 15-minute buff.
And on your buff bar, yeah.
It requires a bit of managing, because you have to manage the timer. So if all 6 tanks are bringing indom, then you'll have to coordinate for bombs pretty tight. And
that being said, you don't really need to, like, it's definitely not a requirement. It can make things easier depending on your healer classes.
We also have 3 tanks already probably running indom, so it's up to you guys. If you want to try it and learn, go for it. But if you're like, I don't really want to spend a shit ton of money, because if you die, you drop your stacks, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Even if you die trying to build them, you still lose them all, and you got to reactivate.
It's a plate bearer incense, and the big one is double edge.
And yeah, you got to pair it with catastrophe, which is bloodbath. So it's only a 50% chance, because you need to have indom catastrophe to make it work.
Yeah, I would say if you want to learn. If you want to learn indom stacks, I would say the correct approach is to not try to stack it going in, just more like go in with an indom popped and just sort of observe when you get a stack versus when you don't. Get a feel for the damage, but don't.
Yeah.
There's no need to try to build it all the way to 16.
That's probably what I'm gonna try.
It is kind of hard to.
Piece about to pop.
You don't have a good benchmark either, because every piece of elemental gear you get, you're going to take different damage. You know what I mean?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Also, make sure if you're going to do that, you let your healers know.
I'm building.
I know that Rain is, and that's why I'm here, and I was like, I'll volunteer to babysit you, but
Babysit me. Let's go.
I'm not too worried about dying on Omni, because sure, I already procced a spirit, but that was because I pre the logo to make it earlier.
You didn't make Breathtaker indom? Come on.
Nah, I want that straight 100% chance. I don't want to keep losing my goddamn bloodbaths. Not bloodbaths. My goddamn double edges.
I have 200, so I was like, let's go.
I mean, I have like 50, but you know.
How do you not have more than 50? Oh, because you tank a lot, that's why.
I tank a lot, and I melee DPS a lot.
Wait, why is Nani doing my portal macro? Hello?
because one of the newbies asked, and you're not paying attention to your party chat. Hello?
I am redoing my macro because I have a custom one.
Okay. Alright, so we are getting to Ofni. If this is your very first time, essentially once you kill Ofni, we get this buff that allows us to enter portals. Few ground rules. Don't talk about portals or BA or anything related in chat. This is mostly an overflow, so we shouldn't have to worry about it, but there are a couple randoms in here. Second, once we kill Ofni, blue portals will not immediately spawn. However, when they do spawn, you do not want to interact with them at all. We are waiting for them to turn into red portals. If you click on a blue portal and you happen to have the item that uses it up, people will be very unhappy with you.
Why is that? Just wondering.
Because the way it works is that the blue portals and red portals are separate, even though they show up in the same relative spots. So there's a cap on the number of people that can. So if you use up one blue portal, one of the red portals has to disappear, right? So there's a cap number of people. The problem is the red portal that disappears may not be geographically aligned to the blue portal.
Oh, gee. Okay, yeah.
It's
that
completely
makes
random, so you could be screwing over someone.
Okay, so that I heard that last time, and I'm like, that I didn't get that. Yeah.
Kind of a dumb.
But yeah, that's dumb.
It is what it is. So this is what we work around, right?
Pachi, remind them not to use stabilizers. We had somebody stabilize in, even though we told them.
He just did.
Yeah, I mean, I basically, rather than saying don't use stabilizers, it's just I say don't click on blue portals at all.
He's being trolled.
The other day.
Somebody grab that.
Did it yesterday.
Going in.
It might be worthwhile to explain why not to talk about VA in Shout Chat. I asked and it makes sense, but to someone who doesn't know, it's useful to know.
Yeah, just keep the trolls away.
Yeah, basically, right, because technically anyone can take a portal, so we want to prevent them from knowing it's coming up.
Oh, click that off, right? I'm sorry.
If you got the boss, take it away. Take it to the middle.
Drag it to the center of the fate circle. Yeah.
I don't think
try to stack
Chico's
them.
in here with us.
Oh, well, I got aggro.
Got it now.
Maybe.
Well, time to fight him for aggro.
Are you tanking this? No.
This way.
Oh.
Somebody needs to dispel.
Good boy.
I'm
Spell.
gonna drag it a bit further.
It's been dispelled.
Nice.
I don't know if I can eat this yet.
Shield oath, and you can.
Find out.
Next time.
Yeah, you're right.
I mean, you can try, Nani.
Chip. Oh.
I missed it too. Stay in the center.
Oh, wait.
Sword. Oh, no, offensive. I'm gonna take a big hit right now. Ooh. Ooh.
You almost died.
That was scary as fuck, I'm not gonna lie.
Sounded like you were constipated.
Okay. My asshole did pucker, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm extremely upset though. Nobody in my party can give me gold.
No, Nani was on a... Oh, twitched.
This is gonna hurt.
Nani trolled me till the very end. Fuck.
Almost died from a pebble.
Dispel?
Ooh. Dispel, or this is gonna be a bad time.
Really weird.
No
Are we
stack.
gonna dispel? Don't go in there. Don't go in there.
That's why I said no stack.
No, somebody has dispel. They used it earlier.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah, it was just a bit late.
Maybe the first new
It
magic.
doesn't really matter though. He's in the right spot now, so.
I missed one. So sad.
Yeah, I saw the benediction come out too late.
Someone res the scrubby monk over here that died so I can at least get crystals on this kill.
Pine Showers northeast.
Oh, he's running it
Running
towards
a
it.
fish.
Oh,
This is a learning
stunned.
party.
Wait a minute.
Oh, I might actually lose my... Got it.
I can't keep stacking.
Why not?
I got aggro.
Oh, sucks.
Oh well, 10 stacks is pretty good.
Just
Nice.
shirk your aggro off onto a healer and they'll lose it.
You could still keep stacking. If you got 10 stacks, you have plenty enough health to take a few big hits.
Problem is, if he's tanking and he takes a big hit, he'll die. And this is
I'll
not...
just squish right
No dispel! It's also not dispelled, yeah. That's the problem.
That
If
one
you-
might have given you a stack, though.
I did get another stack off of that.
Oh,
Could I,
spicy.
could I request an out-of-party res on the west side of just inside its...
Actually eating.
Appreciate it.
You pussy.
I'm tanking. I will die.
I saw the monk die again.
Just fist it.
Whoa.
I mean, if I was fisting everything, it'd be a lot easier.
Right?
I think I can eat this.
Sadly, we have someone else fist.
Yep.
Did you even get a stack portal?
Yes, I did.
There's a dead body.
I'm at 15. One more, let's go.
So this might have been a little bit delayed, but ideally someone would have spoken up before now if it was an issue to double check everyone's actually level 60. You cannot be 59 and level up to get the buff. You must have already been 60 to get the buff.
There's a dead body.
Otherwise, once Ofni does die, since they're now at 20%,
Dispel,
make
please.
sure you
Dispel.
stay. Dispel.
Ow!
Ooh.
Did you get another stack?
So for the person
did,
dispelling,
but
try
I
to begin
didn't.
your cast when the fluorescence cast is about halfway through.
I think they're doing that to you on purpose.
Someone just displaced the ninja ion shower.
Any?
That's an innie.
I'm eating it.
I'm tempted to, but once again,
Got it.
Megastorms hit for less than
Concussive oscillation.
They just
Yeah,
have a debuff, like a dot.
Oh, I'm actually not getting stacks off rock cards anymore.
Alright, so make sure you'll be inside the phase circle once Ofni dies. Don't leave it until you actually see the buff pop on your bar. If you don't know your portal locations, party leads will post them right after Ofni dies.
You do the fairy or
fairies first.
I'm scared. Please.
You might consider using return to get the fairy.
It's on the west side.
Oh, that's northeast.
What's west of me?
Get the buff.
What, it was on me.
Oh yeah, it is east. Holy fuck.
Wait, north.
I was trolling.
So especially for the people on the west side of the map for portals, groups 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, you fucking nigga.
Whoa. Group
Whoa.
check. Do you have everybody?
Okay, that wasn't cool.
Alright, can we not have that happen? Like,
Yeah,
for
that
real.
person, I don't know who you are. That's
Vincent,
not okay.
report immediately, please.
Yeah.
Jav,
First
can you
off,
take care of
you
that?
need to change your Discord name. You need to go on the bots for that. Second off, don't ever freaking do that shit again.
Can you do the reporting, Joe? Or do you want us to tab out and do it?
Whoever, but I have something I need to do real quick, so
Yeah,
Alright.
I will.
just make sure it's done.
Yeah, hang on.
We have a check that everybody's buffed and you don't need to borrow people from support to fill the main raid.
Yeah, party leads, please double check that. I assume someone has spoken up by now, but...
What's the malfunction?
There's a guy named Vincent in the chat who just told everybody to shut up. I sent you a DM.
Yeah, okay. Do you have,
He's at the bottom of the voice chat unless he just
I
left.
already got it. It's the Vincent with the Y, right?
Yes,
Yeah.
that is the person.
Yeah. Nani's in here, right?
Yeah, Nani's in here.
Nani, you're streaming, right?
I am as
Yeah.
well. It should be captured online probably just a few seconds.
Nani was deafened though, so I don't think it'll.
Pachi said he's good.
No, Bath Blister, like,
Look here, look. I just can't take this shit no more, man.
Okay, you're muted too. I don't know. Go ahead. Okay. I don't. Who? What?
I saw who that was just now, if you want me to tell you.
It's like...
Yeah, it's the crispy chicken, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
What the fuck is happening?
Is he in the raid?
Where's everyone going? What the
Okay,
hell?
wait, let's just slow down. Patchy, PM me your stream first, please.
Okay. It's in my profile.
Okay. Find you. Oh, because you're me.
There's a bunch
Yeah,
of brand new people
profile.
that are just members.
Okay, well, we're gonna have to fucking sort this. Let me grab my headphones.
Anyway, new people, don't mind this. This is just random shit. Don't let it bother you. Don't let it ruin your run.
Yeah, to anyone who's new here, this isn't like a normal thing.
Yeah,
this
this is the
is
first time I've heard this happening.
This is just people trolling, apparently.
And we're done with it. Let's raid.
Yeah, Mashy. Yeah.
So the portal map was posted, so you should see it. Portals are now also up. Oops, I went too far.
I did too.
I was looking at the wrong landmark on my map. Whoops.
Oh hey, I didn't lose my spirit.
So once again, you are not to click on blue portals. You are not to click on blue portals. Now, for those of you who might consider yourselves unlucky enough to be, around high-level mobs, there's not a cast time. You just click and it takes you in. There's no dialogue box. The moment you click it, it will initiate the transfer. So you can do it while aggroed. You can even get hit, and you might get to the other side dead if you're really unlucky, but usually you will go through unless you're really lagging. Red portals will spawn relatively in the same position, but they could move about the distance of like a gap closer's distance max. As for the timing of when red portals show up, if you look at your ethereally primed buff, it is at 5 minutes. Once that buff hits 3 minutes, the blue ones disappear and the red ones appear. If you think there is someone hovering around your portal, first just double check whether or not they are 60 and if they have the buff. If they are, let us know their names, because usually it's just someone in the raid who is accidentally at the wrong portal. And if it's actually someone new, just let us know, and one of the raid leads will kind of whisper them and ask them politely to, let you take the portal.
About 1:10 to reds.
Oh, and don't sprint to your portal
Minute.
when you're next to sprites.
Okay, I just got to that point. Yeah, he's banned. Problem solved.
Okay.
Awesome.
That was interesting. I didn't even have to send the clip to you.
I already had pulled it up on Pachi's stream, so.
Thanks, Cecilia.
Yeah, you let me know if things come up, and I might just lurk for a bit and make sure everyone's being good boys.
Oh no,
Rule of thumb, if you fuck off and act like a dickhead in my Discord, you're gonna get banned.
I go to sprite.
Except for me, I get to die.
Yeah, anyone in your group 6 portal 7, or yeah, group 6 portal 7, I just
Arlimon, can you grab him?
Yeah, just make sure when you res, you're not within sprite aggro range as well.
Did someone go raise him?
Arlimon's on his way. Yeah, I'm watching. I'm watching.
So now we just click in the portal now?
Yep. Right click on the red portals, or whatever control scheme you have to zone in.
Thank you, Arlimon.
Alright. So
if you ever played FF11, you'll love this.
Yep. For all the new people here, once you get in, wait on this tiny bridge for a little bit. Let someone buff you with Shell F and Protect L. Once you're done, you can go to the Logos Manipulator and the Magi Melder to set your stuff, which we'll go over in a second. But first things first, you'll notice there are ledges to your left and right. Do not jump down. Right? We want to make sure we jump down to the right side, because once you pick a side, you cannot go back. And you will lose access to the Manipulator and Melder, especially if you're not done with those yet.
Party leaders, you can put a waymark down on the side that your party will be going to. Makes it a little easier sometimes. Sorry, Pachi.
No, someone put a marker down and I accidentally cleared it. No, that's fine. Alright, for those of you who have gotten buffed and you're moving on to the Melder, first things to know, you do not have to always pair a Remembered with another action, especially if it's the first one you are doing in the raid. The first one you do should be a solo Remembered, because it stays even if you switch logos. So once you pop that single Remembered, then you can switch over to a Wisdom active skill combo for sort of maximum utility. might actually help with the shell protects, at least here, because this is not very many people doing it. If you have the chance to get to the Magia Melder, DPS, if this is your first time, you can set yourself to 4 water, 1 earth to begin with. 4 water, 1 earth to begin with. Tanks can go 5 in earth. Healers could also go 5 in earth, unless you want to be a big detailer.
General chat.
Here we go.
What if I have 5 water and 1 earth?
Oh,
Is that fine?
that's a ban.
Oh, if you have an extra magicite, yeah, you can.
Okay.
Well,
That was for a.
almost them.
Yes, I'm assuming it was asking that. The 5 water, 1 earth. Was it
Yeah, that was
DPS?
me.
Yeah, DPS. Basically, we just want to save at least 1 magicite in defensive if it's your first time, just to help you get a little more survivability.
Okay.
Okay.
That was the person at the top that has the double
That's
question
the question marks.
mark. Question marks did it.
Alright. It'll be handled.
We should probably lock the channel.
Cecilia's in here, guys. Just let him deal with it. Sorry for anybody.
Alright.
You said it was the double question mark guy, right?
Yeah, double question mark. So 4, 5, and 6, if you got your Shell and Protect, make sure you're on the Magia Melder's side. 1, 2, and 3 on Locust Manipulator's side. If your group's 4, 5, and 6, make sure you drop down to opposite side voice channel.
Sounds like you're all doing good.
Even if you're not done setting stuff up, feel free to drop down to the opposite side voice channel now, because we have enough vets on both sides that we could have like multiple conversations going on at once in terms of clearing up questions. So if you are 4, 5, 6, go ahead, drop.
I will, yep.
Thank you.
If I'm tanking, I'll just tell you immediately after it happens, when we're safe.
Green.
Yeah.
I've asked you like 10 times. Am I still bringing perception?
Yes, you are. You're percepting.
Okay.
Thanks, man.
I got 1 spare.
Did you ask me in party chat?
I've used party chat. I've used GL chat. I've tried getting your attention and voice.
Sorry,
You're
I
doing
got
too many damn things.
I got too much shit going on here. Hang on.
Hey, you can't see what's going on in Shout Chat if they're on my blacklist.
Okay. So 4, 5, 6. When you're set up, got your logos, let's go down and start pulling some shit. We're gonna start with the demon wall.
Alright, someone please Addo, thanks.
Wait, I don't have it yet?
Why don't you have Addo? Hello? I
Because
missed.
I'm not in defensive. Hang on. Good
Aw,
good
thank
jet.
you guys.
All right, we're gonna try to get the Magnuses here first. We're gonna get all 3, I think. 2 first. Okay.
Let the tank establish aggro for these.
Quick thing, if you can confirm that your party has Magia Auto, feel you in. Sorry, not Magia. If you can confirm your party has Refresh, you can use Magia Auto, is what I meant to say.
I got you, Pachi.
Please dodge everything here. There's all AoEs. Don't create anything.
Magnuses will cast at your feet.
Treat any visible mechanic as an insta kill if you are new here, because it basically is.
Go ahead, Rain.
What do you want, Grace? Talk in chat.
My compass was turned off.
Someone have Eye on the Frog?
Yeah.
Figure it out from there.
I'll actually
Okay.
just pull it.
Go in the other voice chat, Grace. You know the drill.
You guys won't have a preset, so good luck.
Yeah, that's okay.
Alright, this is Ava here. If you need me to pull something on tank, just let me know and I'll grab it, since I'm muted the whole time.
You're okay, man.
Sounds good.
Alright.
You can also make a pull macro and like yell chat if you want to do that, if you want to stay muted.
Don't stand in front or behind this thing.
It's not that that I'm gonna stay muted, but when my son's making up a fuss, I don't want to really
Oh no, you're fine.
cause the noise and stuff, so
Yeah.
if they need me to pull something, I'll just go pull it and just tell me what
Don't
to
be
pull
in a
and I'll
press.
grab it.
Don't be
Okay,
by
guys.
Rain, more specifically. So
Right.
what just happened was I stunned the AoE. What happens is right after any Biblos gets unstunned, they immediately turn back towards their main target and cleave. So by front, we basically mean the enmity target. And again, Eureka, there's no positionals. So monks, ninjas, whatever, you can hit from any angle. It does not matter.
Right, so try not to be worried when he turns around to cast Magic Hammer. He's not going to cleave from right there. He'll always go back to who has hate.
Yeah, so like he'll cleave the wall, as you saw just now.
You heard earlier our Perceptor's on the opposite side, so I'm going to Percept the bomb with my face.
That's fine.
Okay.
What a hero.
I'm sorry, Rain, where are these AoEs going to be cast at?
Your feet, Rosario? Always at your feet?
Thank you, thank you.
What? Oh, Nani says he's calling? If Pachi wants, or Pachi, or whatever you guys want to do. He's just saying it in the shout.
Nani, do it?
Yeah, that's fine.
No, I was saying I have perception, but also I'll call if you want.
Oh.
Okay, so you're saying you have perception.
Even I'm here.
I got it. Okay, yeah,
Alright,
Nani got it. Okay.
Alright, so Nani can call. I'll just go over the basic explanations. So, also just double check, pets are on obey. We don't want to avoid, or we do want to avoid basically pulling this boss before the other side is ready. What happens if one side dies or if one side pulls early? Both bosses will sort of go to one platform. They just sort of teleport over, and they will just wipe everyone in the arena. So Owain's main mechanics is summoning spears, and he will change elements between fire and ice. Spears will also have an element. Half will be fire, half will be ice, and anytime that he changes an element, he immediately follows up with a circular AoE around himself and similarly aspected spears. So if he's fire, all the fire spears will do damage. So the call will be go to ice or go to fire, depending on what he is. Pretty straightforward. Just once it's called, you have plenty of time to look around the arena, spot the correct element you want to run to, just get to that spear. Other than that, his raid wide is called Oculum no Senarak. Anytime you see that coming up, healers, mitigate. If you can get it early enough, heal up after. The tank buster is called Thrice Coal. Anytime you see that, just keep an eye on Rain. He'll be our main tank. Go ahead and mark him now if you haven't already. The only other real mechanic is he will cast something called Spirit Coal, where it'll mark about 6 to 8 players with the red Dorito stack markers you may have seen in the newest 24-man raids, where you have to sort of stack with other people with the same marker. But while this is happening, 2 random people will also be targeted with about smallish, medium-sized purple AoEs. They just need to run to the side. So markers stack, AoEs spread out. Pretty simple. At a certain point, he may also jump up away from the arena, so he'll be untargetable. He'll leave a proximity, and there might also be AoE markers to dodge, but it's pretty straightforward. Just be away from the proximity, be away from the people with AoE markers on them. And if we really have trouble, we'll see a mechanic called Hands, but I'm not going to go over it because it is not worth worrying about. Just focus on the stated mechanics. Essentially, get to the opposite element spear, Dorito stack, AoE spread. And calls guide you through this.
Go up, see what they're at.
Yep, I will go check. It is useful to have Magia Auto for this fight because of the element changes, by the way, so you can keep it on. Let's see where they're at.
Also, if we get to Hands, just saying, it's super easy.
7:15.
So, yep, 7:15. The way limit breaks work is that we lose them the moment the fight starts. So often we will pull. So if at 7:15 we would do LB2s at like 7:12, LB1s at about 7:13 or 14.
Like now.
So LB2s if you have them up. LB1s.
No, 7:15.
Alright, boys, we'll be doing your calls for today.
What about the girls?
They don't get calls. Tank Buster. Away from main tank, please. Next to me at Radar, please mitigate. Spears will be spawning next. Use fire aspecting, so you want to be under an ice spear. Another tank buster, again, away from main tank. And the Radolite after this, just mitigate it. Element switch, change to fire for DPS, get under a fire spear. Spirit Coals coming next. Yeah. Tank Buster then Spirit Coal, my bad. So again, AoE's out, Doritos in. Tank Buster followed by a Raid Load. Okay, good job. Good
Nicely
enough.
Don't go ahead of Nani Uwu. He is your Preceptor.
You eating this trap, Rain? I've got Benedict
Once we get up the stairs, just wait there and move up to general voice.
Honestly, Rain, I'd prefer if you eat this trap.
I've got Benedict ready.
Well, hold on.
Oh, no.
Please percept it first, just so that people can see what it looks like.
Yep. I don't need Benediction, Kimmy. I'm a Paladin.
Okay.
Alright, so what happens here is basically these traps are sort of littered around BA. They're always in sort of set areas. They look like these big yellow magic circles. The large ones explode for 1,000,000 damage. So they will kill you unless you are a tank with an invul. There are also smaller ones that will debuff you and put a nasty, like, bleed poison effect.
It's a bleed and it also gives a vuln. So always just stay along the sides if they haven't found the trap yet.
Yep. So grab your chest. It's individual loot. And once you're at the back and you've grabbed your chest, switch up to the regular voice channel again.
Try not to AFK since they pulled the ads.
The butt.
Hey guys.
Hi, Rain.
What's up?
Incoming
Who has
Sprite
eye on the
Ghost.
sprite?
I got it.
Who has the ghost?
Hold on, let me switch back.
Any tank can go and grab it, just say so.
I'll grab the ghost. I was just switching to correct magia.
So the sprite, when it casts Banish, it needs to be silenced. If the centaur comes to us, when it starts casting Berserk, you need to sleep that. Kalka's coming down. Who has it?
I'll get Kalka.
Alright, Edme has Kalka. Everyone focus on ghosts.
Ghosts are like Vikings, so that dashing up to a random person, don't worry about it. It's just what it does. Pulling it into the
Oh, there are
trap.
people down the stairs. Okay, I'm going to. I might pull a centaur here.
I got it. I got it.
Thank you.
Sleep ready on the centaur.
Nani, you're up.
Sleep the centaur.
Do not be in front of the Kalka. It's basically like the dungeon. It'll do a big cone AoE that'll
Good
confuse
death on
you.
the centaur.
Yo, we are showing off all the mechanics.
Okay, another
For
good death.
once.
I got
Magus
the
is
Magnus.
fooled.
Healers, make sure you have Refresh L still running through. AKA Baldesion, you're not doing your job.
Okay, I don't have a refresh in my group anymore.
I do, so I'm good to pull.
Alright, so if you don't have Refresh L running, you need to turn off Modular Auto since you won't have your charges.
Get sleep
Same
ready.
thing here. Yep. Sleep?
You want to go,
Nani?
Sleep? Thank you.
And you want to go refresh stacks after this?
That includes all black mages and white mages. You can repose here, even though you normally never use it.
We'll use my trap, me. Anybody else doing him down?
Nope.
Okay, so let's go to leader chat, because we're not going to wait till the last second while they explain riding anyway.
Alright.
What?
Okay, so first things first, there is a decision to make here about the half room cleave. I'm fine with either way.
I like the new strategy better. I think it works better, but
It will definitely be good for the new people, just so there's less error.
Okay. Because I prefer the other one in terms of teaching people to look, but as learning, I want to maximize. So we'll go with the new strategy. Yep.
With this new one, it lets them see both B and D a little easier as well.
Yeah, you don't have to turn your camera all the way around.
Yeah. I just think that sort of sometimes the way he swings the sword with the double swing is a little bit harder to spot from this angle.
It'll
But
take a little
either
bit for people to register it, but otherwise it's not that bad.
Yeah, no worries. Okay, so before I begin explanations, can any vets in the parties begin putting sort of waymarks in the standard places A, B, C, D?
I will put the picture down in a second. It does not have to be just your party lead doing it. You can do it yourself.
Yeah. Vets, if you know it, you can do it. I would just like these up so as I explain, all the learners can actually see the general locations.
Where are you normally putting that marker for where we're stacking? Is it directly on C?
Where I'm standing. Jack.
yeah, I do it. I do it a little bit behind Grace, just the tiniest bit.
So I'll just take this picture just so it's easier for everyone.
Great. So while that picture is getting taken, you don't have to worry about that yet. That's sort of a little bit into the fight. I'll begin explaining Raiden in order that the mechanics appear, and once we reach the point where he begins repeating stuff, that'll be the end of explanations. So, Raiden starts off by casting a raid-wide called Spirits of the Fallen. Again, the raid-wide name is Spirits of the Fallen. Anytime you see it, begin mitigating with shields if you have them, heal up after. There is only one Tank Buster here, so it'll just be called Tank Buster. Deal with it, not worth mentioning beyond that. Third thing he does is Thunder Call. What it does is, if you see the outer ring that Shao is standing on, and that I am on, I'm jumping up and down, and that Nani, the buffer, is on, this entire outer ring, the edge, gets electrified. If you step into the zone, you will instantly die. So you'll just want to stay within this safe area. After he casts Thunder Call, the next skill he uses is called Ame no Saka Hoko. It is an AoE a bit larger than this circle that Grace is standing on. It's quite large. So in order to prepare for it, after Thunder Call goes off, to move south.
Mute your mic, Haku, please. You're
echoing. Just a bit of echo. Thank you. So you'll be called to move south towards C, and the tank will be pulling Raiden north more towards A. After that AoE goes off, Raiden sort of backflips onto the southern part, and we're going to want to stack underneath his horse. The next skill is called Whirlings and Tetskin. It is a big donut, and the only safe spot is within his hitbox. So you want to stack tight inside the hitbox. After that, he jumps up and leaves the arena, and he appears at either B or D. Two things will happen. After a certain point, he will put AoEs under random players, about 6 to 8 of them, and he will also cleave the room in half, either north side or south side. We're going to stand exactly where Grace is standing. We're all going to stack here to bait the AoEs, and once the AoEs show up, we begin running north. So if he cleaves the south side, we keep running. If he's going to cleave the north side, we stop running and we turn around. pretty straightforward. The calls will just be to, run to get out of the AoEs, then either keep going or turn around. After that, he returns to the arena, we do some damage. He casts Lancing Bolts. This targets 6 players with spears. They're fairly large AoE.
Haku.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do a software mute, so on Discord.
Hold on for a sec.
Okay. Nope.
Just mute your mic, please.
Yeah, please just do it on Discord.
Because the hardware mic doesn't always 100% work. So what happens is, where was I? Okay, Lancing Bolts. 6 players get targeted with fairly large AoEs. Make sure you're not overlapping on anyone. So they're kind of spread out to the edges. Once the spears actually drop, they function like Ifrit nails. You need to kill them before he uses his next skill, or it's an instant raid wipe. Once they're gone, we can go back to damaging him. The next skill he uses is called Booming Lament. It is a large purple AoE on the ground. You want to get out of it and stay out. It has a delayed explosion, so don't run back in the moment it disappears. They disappear, then explode for damage. So stay out, wait for the call that it's safe. After that, he casts Cloud to Ground, which is Exo Flares from Midgardsormr. They're the marching AoEs in a circle. They can spawn at either A, B, C, or D. We're going to look for where they are. Someone will call it out. First person who sees it. We run there. We wait for the first one to go off, and then we stack behind it, basically where it was. And we're going to stack tight because we're baiting even more AoEs. The next cast is Bitter Barbs. The moment Bitter Barbs finishes casting, AoEs will pop up underneath us. We're all going to need to start running towards the center, but there'll also be about 6 to 8 tethered players who will need to break their tethers. If you are tethered, and even if you're running in, you just need to be careful because exo flares are still resolving around you. So just make sure if you're running to break tethers, if you're running to dodge the AoEs, that you're not running into those other exo flares. After that, another raid wide, we do some damage. He'll do another set of exo flares. But this time, after we stack behind the first one, he's going to cast Levin Whirl. This is just big damage, shield, mitigate, passage of arms, use all your defensive cooldowns. And after that, if he's still alive, the next thing he casts will be Ame no Sahaka Hoko again. So we're going to want the tanks to pull north to A just to keep it consistent. And we're going to begin wanting to move south towards C just so we can be ready to dodge. And after that, the fight kind of goes on repeat, just getting more and more difficult, but we shouldn't see that far. That is essentially the fight, as far as I predict we will see it. If we get to more complicated versions, the calls will sort of adjust on the fly. Some people seem to be still low on Shell Protect. I don't think they got refreshed. Let's get those people up and begin ready checking parties.
If you need Shell Protect, get behind the pillars that's just before the stairs. Makes it a little bit easier for whoever is trying to give out Shell Protect.
Rain, you want to tank again?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Rain's tanking.
Alright, I'm calling again.
Alright, sounds good, Nani.
Alright.
Nani, the marked guy needs it.
Alright, so once everyone is ready, begin just sounding off an order. Group 1. Come back around. Group 2.
Ready.
Group 3.
Ready.
Group 4.
Still ready, checking. Hang on.
I'll come back around. 5 is ready. 6.
Ready.
So group 1. Good. Waiting on group 4, then we're ready to go.
Group 4 is ready.
All right, Rain, you can set the countdown here, and then Nani will take over from there.
Yep.
Okay. 15-second verbal starting now. 15. 10. 5. LB2s. LB1s.
Alright, Ryan starts with a fucking raid wide. Please mitigate this. Next up is a Tank Buster, the only Tank Buster you'll ever see in this fight, so please appreciate it. Goodbye, Tank Buster. Outer Edge is now electrified. It's not like you were there anyway.
Range to begin moving back.
Melee get back. Run stack under his hitbox. Under his hitbox. Stay stacked under his hitbox. Don't move. Stack tight. Like tighter. Like. Get ready to move out of these AoEs. Sprint, get out. Get to the other side of the room. Raid Wood, mitigate this. After this, it's gonna be a bunch of AoEs, don't stack them. Ads are spawning, DPS them down. Another raid wide coming up, just mitigate it. Get ready to get out of an AoE. Exit flares are coming.
Hey.
We're stacking behind the first one. Stack tightly, we need to bait AoEs again. Chains will be coming up after, so get out of there, break your chains. Break your chains.
Get close.
Get inside his hitbox. Mitigate. Another set of exit flares. There's a really heavy raid wide coming up after this.
Hey.
We need shields. Heavy shields. Facing north.
Ranged, move south. Everyone south. Sprint if you have it.
Under his hitbox.
Out of the AoEs.
Raid wide coming up. Top everyone off.
Alright, so if you are not a healer, please leave the arena. Healers, if you are going to sack, grab your chest first. And we're going to try to identify healers who are down. If any one of these people dead is a healer with sack, they take priority.
If you are a healer that's going to sack, please move up to group lead so we can sort this out.
Alright, everyone else, we're going to stay here. We're going to move up these stairs. Tanks, just move up the stairs, and if you see that one of your healers is in range, right? If they happen to not be sacking, it is safe to pull. But if not, it's fine to wait. My healers are not here.
I have a healer, I think.
No,
Yes.
I need.
So
Right.
we can
No.
do,
I have one. I'll do small pulls.
yeah, small pull. So that scribe on the left is probably
Safe.
solo. I don't even think the fan will come with it.
No, it's
Okay.
don't go too far, Grace, because I can't watch you.
Yeah.
I'm good.
So there
Lefty.
is one trap in this room. It is one of the ones that debuffs with vulnerability and gives you a bleed effect.
Okay. Left side of the room is safe from traps.
Okay. I'll
So
try to
don't
grab-
step into the room. We're going to be pulling mobs to us.
If you're a healer, can you please move up to group lead so I can start with Sax? Thank you.
This is going to have a linear AoE. Be careful, it's really hard to see on the steps.
Yeah, it can disappear on the steps, so you want to tilt your camera angle sort of upish or down, depending on how you look at it, so you can see it right there. Yeah, it disappears on the stairs, so it can be kind of a surprise.
Try to get that scribe. No, he's linked to 3. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it.
Okay.
I'm going to wait for Calca to back off, though.
Yeah. I'm
I
switching
think
to
I is going to
defensive
separate
as
now,
well.
too. I'll get 2.
Scythus Green, we've been trying to talk to you in Stay Chat. Can you please come up to group lead? You are a healer, and we're trying to understand if you have any stacks before we sack you.
Which target is first, the fan or the scribe?
Target the scribe. Scribe first.
Biblio was really
Scribe,
close
you
to
want
us.
to silence the condensed Libra.
I got eyes on the fucking Avatara Magnus. You're a tank, I hope.
Yep.
Please tell me if you're going to take off me, at least so I know something's going on. I'm gonna
My
pull
bad.
up-
My bad.
No worries, no worries.
This guy is going to have
so Biblios, they have a frontal cleave, so you'd want to stay away from them.
Calca's coming, so back off.
Right
I'm
now,
going to try to get...
catastrophe.
You can get the eye.
We might have to. Yeah, catastrophe.
Traps.
Not gonna have time to get the next one. You got healers up here, Cyrix? Okay. I'll get the Calca next.
Oh yeah, eyes are like Vikings. They choose a random person to conal.
Nice. Last Biblio.
Trust him.
Oh, good death.
Don't worry about that. Cool.
Glad I actually got one to proc.
So again, these guys do a frontal cleave. If they stay alive long enough, they'll do 2 different skills. Either a large circular AoE centered on them, or a large donut. So you just have to be ready to move in or out.
Pretty sure my refresh is gone at this point.
Okay. What's your...
I'm infecting the earth right now.
Okay.
Wait, that guy just died.
I'm in water.
That guy has horrible connection, it looks like.
Yeah, he lagged the house.
Yeah, that was me. Sorry, I'm lagging.
That's
I
all right,
would-
it happens.
Did you die on Raiden as well?
Yes.
I
think the
recommend-
death on Raiden might have been my fault and not the lag, but this was definitely not my fault.
I'm not sure how many sacks people have. You may not get another one, but wait till they come back down.
Yeah, because they're figuring things out up there, so we'll have to see how many they have left. So this next big room, there is one of the larger traps that explodes for 1 million damage. It is always either left, middle, or right on this chest.
Gonna be right. Boom.
All did.
It always is.
What spec are you, Pachi? What spec are you, Cyrix?
I'm in water
I
right now.
don't have a healer up here.
Okay, I'll pull it anyway. I don't care. Oh no, I do have a refresh. Sorry.
Okay, nice. Good to know. So in this hallway, there's enemies in rooms on either side of us, so we try to stay in the middle as much as possible. No AoEs, no Foes Requiem, no Asais. Small AoEs only.
These sprites cast an ability called Banish that has to be silenced, just like they won earlier. If not, a lot of people eat dirt.
They can also be stunned. But yeah, Banish is a sort of cleave, heavy-hitting attack.
Can you guys follow?
Pretty much. Oh, go
One of
ahead.
you guys follow? Can one of you guys follow Grace just in case?
Alright. Chest
I'll
is
pull-
in fire once we clear the hallway.
Yeah. I would say don't worry about trying to percept the side rooms. At least not these two, unless there's a tank who is actively in wind or water right now.
No casters go behind the logos because you'll pull that sprite.
I'm headed up. I'm completely out of sacks.
There's another guy who died at the Biblos, but I think he's having connection issues.
But yeah, out of sacks, and I've lost my remembered. So if you lose me, Rain, I'm sorry.
That's okay. All right. Thanks for doing it. Thanks for doing it, Kimmy.
I'll get this sack. Unless Historia, you have one ready.
Silence. Thank you.
Got it.
Okay.
He is having connection issues.
There's something I can try. I might like relog if that's okay.
You can try
Yeah,
and do
you can.
that.
Yeah, you can relog. That won't kick you out or anything unless you're gone forever. Silencing.
Yeah, it's a connection issue. He's gonna try to relog. I don't know if you want to try and sack. Are you still connected right now?
Yeah, I haven't left yet.
Okay, so Historia, you can go ahead and sack, and then he can restart after.
How did the arena look? What's going on with that?
We got everyone up, so it's fine for now.
Are we
all right, everyone?
Roughly how many sacks do we have left? Do we know? Estimate.
Right to your right.
I have 2.
Okay.
I have 2.
I have 2.
I am on my last refresh, so I need to hold off for a bit.
That's okay. I have refresh in 6, so I can pull anyway. Don't worry about that.
Well, I just popped a refresh. If somebody wants to trade me a healer who doesn't have it,
No, we got it.
well, I mean, like, if they need to trade off to get it from me, they can, because we have 2 healers that are now, right?
Oh yeah. Back to fire, guys, is where we're going.
I don't think either of mine have.
Heads up to people, we do not crowd doorways and stuff. You remain in the hallway. The tank pulls out to the hallway, and these enemies have donuts around them, so judge accordingly.
Is anyone percepting while this is happening?
I'm gonna stick with the group for now until we get fire cleared out. This is the last run. It was in fire.
So again,
oh no.
No shields, no heals.
Yeah, don't regen tanks, by the way. At least not until we've gotten a couple fights.
Be mindful. These are big donuts.
Come stack with me, Cyrix, when you can.
Should be safe now. That's our window. Yep, so pick a spot, either be right in or be far. As a general tip, some people have already done this because of its Eureka, but turning off out-of-party effects or even all effects other than yours can often really help identify what's happening around you.
Alright, where do you want me going with perception?
Well, we'll grab the chest first, and then we should head down to ice and water.
Yeah.
Ice first.
Yeah, I already snuck in and grabbed my chest, so I'll be down there.
Eat. You got ice, Cyrix? Okay. Jesus.
Oh, almost forgot. So as we're handling these, Vikings have again, they random target someone for a conal, so just be ready to run away if they suddenly like run towards you. What's happening here is there are 6 rooms, and they vary in what they have. The first 2 rooms have the most mobs, but 0 traps in them. The second 2 rooms have 1 trap each and a median amount of mobs. The final 2 rooms have 2 traps each with the least amount of enemies inside.
Portals are nice.
So this portal we keep talking about, what it does is it transports us into a mirror sort of version of this hallway. It's just basically like on the different side. And once we get to that hallway, there's another copy of 6 rooms. And that is how we spawn support fate.
You're gonna have no tanks for a second. Up to leaders, we're gonna go back and pop that trap.
Okay, I got full magia, so I can take the first couple.
We're not clearing water now?
We don't need to.
Okay. Oh, we don't have a lot of Vendom tanks.
If needed, we could clear it on the way back. Yeah, it's no
There's a
big deal.
chest on your right in this.
Okay, let's see. So the ghost is gonna come over, so that's what we're gonna take first. Grabbing ghost now. Pulling it back a bit.
Someone have eye on Calco? It's going. It's too late.
You're missing me and Cyrex.
Any tank can, as long as you just say that you're grabbing it. Trap still isn't found.
Let's see. I'm gonna switch to ice.
Here's Persephone.
Grace.
Alright. Everyone just stay back for a little bit.
Alright, grabbing 2. Focus the tome first.
Someone have Calco, since it's back now. Thank you.
It's currently facing the door. Be careful.
Just turn it around. Cool. Death Mist. Terrifying glance.
Trap still isn't found.
I'll pull the other Viking.
I'm just following Grace.
Viking is grabbed.
Got him, don't worry.
Traps found.
Someone have eye on the other prop. It's coming this way. Thank you. Focus on the one in front.
Yeah, focus on the one that Rain's got first.
Not
the other one
that
first.
one. The other one.
It's okay, guys.
Go to the farther one first, please.
Healers, be ready for the toy hammer. You gotta heal Rain up to full after.
Ooh. That stack, though.
Okay, toy hammer coming out on yeah, it's me. Mitigate, shield if you can. Get ready to heal up.
Wait. Did I just...
Somebody slept the frog.
Oh, nice.
Animation locks it still?
Yep.
Huh. That's interesting.
Alright, there's 2 mobs left before the rooms. Don't go in these rooms, there's a bomb. That'll fuck you up pretty good.
I'll go for the farther ghost.
Future.
You got farthest?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
I'm gonna
happens
pull.
with the rooms is... Ooh, we got a ghost. So what happens with these rooms is that there's a blue portal in each room that you may kind of see. If once one person in each room steps on it, the doors will lock closed, and 2 adds will spawn that are the same element as the room. You can tell what element it is just by looking in at the decorations. While that is happening outside, there will be the support fade. The problem is that each of these portals has one of the large 1 million damage traps, and it's always touching the portal in some way. It is always making some kind of direct contact. So if you ever choose to take on the job of percepting, you kind of have an idea of where it could be, so you know the safe spots.
So they're killing Frostmane, and then they'll head over.
Sounds good. Now, how the rooms will work. Groups
Wait, 1 second. Don't go in your rooms yet, guys. They're not all percepted. If you can see the bomb, that's fine, but if you can't, don't go in your room until he's done. Okay, Pachi, sorry.
Yeah, no problem. So the room assignments are as follows. Groups 1, 2, 3 are the north 3 rooms from left to right. Groups 4, 5, 6 are the south 3 rooms, again, from left to right.
Another NM spawn.
Another NM spawn. So we might be waiting a little while. Well,
we
if
can't
support
wait
wants to call out. Yeah, we got to. If support wants to call out that it's going to be popping soon.
Do we have a protected shell up anywhere? If it's not procced, then don't pop it.
Yeah, if you have an active shell and protect, you can do it. Otherwise, tanks just have full defensive magia based off of the room you're in. And remember, in case you were one of the tanks who was not actively dealing with ads, that you turn on your enmity stance.
Oh, for group 6, I'll put a marker inside the room. This is where you guys stand, right next to all the other people. You can come out in the room now. The traps, we can see it. In here.
Is someone doing
All right, so as a tank, I could go ahead and stand in the portal.
I'm not standing in mine, so you.
Well, the things won't activate until all of us stand in, and I'm deliberately standing out while I wait on the support situation.
Same.
All right, I'm gonna stand in so that you don't have to worry about it not going off on time or whatever.
Again, I don't know if there is an active shell protect, but if not, then we don't need to worry about it too much.
Whoever that tank was, I'm assuming it's a new tank. You need to be paying attention because when it goes off, you will have 2 mobs. So don't assume you have nothing to do. I'm not sure if that's.
I'm aware.
Okay.
I'm aware.
Sounds good. And thank you, Grace, for the shell protect.
Oh, give it to me, Grace.
I'm in the middle.
I'm on the way.
Oh, that's a DC person.
That's one of my healers.
Do all of the tanks have their protect and shell refreshed?
Thank Grace.
You, sir, are not a tank.
I need.
Which room are you in?
I'm in room 4. We're group 4.
Okay.
I'm standing outside right now.
Well, let's say if you had me come down here and you're not a tank, I'm gonna have to yell at you. Alright, let's see. Trying to get done. Ease is done. Hachi was done. You're good.
Alright, what's going on in my chat?
Your tank's good.
Okay, so I'll do this in part chat.
Venom's dead.
Nani? Hello?
He just said in party chat. Rain, look at your chat.
Oh, got you.
Jesus, you're so bad at that.
We need a battery then.
No,
we're
you're probably
not
rejoin.
gonna need it. We're not gonna
Okay.
need it for this. He's
You'll
doing
rejoin.
support fate.
He'll come back after.
I'm just gonna hang on to my protect and chill until after we start AV.
Yeah, that's fine.
The support group is in position.
Sounds good.
Hello.
So, parties, ready check. Tanks, if your party gets 8 out of 8 ready check, then you can stand into the portal. So we don't need to sound off or anything, just the moment you see everyone's ready, you can step in.
Give the tanks a couple seconds to establish aggro before you do anything.
Stay far in the corner. Do not start inching towards the portal. You might aggro something.
Incoming.
Yay.
Keep comms clear so people can concentrate on the room.
I'm fucking lagging again.
Comms clear, people concentrate on the rooms.
Nice. So what happens now is we're just kind of looping back through where we came from. If you happen to miss your raid in chest the first time, you'll still see it sitting here.
Hey, Rain, your chest is here.
Now, even though we cleared before, the process of doing this has spawned a few extra enemies, so we're gonna have to kill them first. There's
just follow
Frog, some Vikings and tomes and stuff. 1 Biblio, Taff, and 1 Centaur. frog. This. There's water. Okay, I will be grabbing the frog. Again, the hallway does have enemies still. Or rather, the rooms in the hallway, so no foes, no SIs again.
I got tomes. I'm grabbing them all.
Alright, we've got 3 tomes. They can cast Paralyze. It can be silenced to interrupt. Oh, never mind, they cast Silence, not Paralyze.
No, they cast Paralyze too.
Oh, is it both?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, they cast a lot of everything. You got that one, Pachi, I guess, yeah?
Yeah.
Gonna move ahead. Centaur will be next, I think. Looks like it.
I'll keep ready on Biblio then.
Sleepers,
Okay.
be ready.
Need a black mage or somebody who can sleep. Oh, nope, Biblio first. I'll keep eye
Watch
on
your
Centaur.
AoEs, especially if you have line AoEs.
Legion's healing.
Alright, you're good to go. Sleep's ready.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing, Blazing. You're a good healer. What the fuck?
I've just never seen you heal before.
Yeah, me neither.
Shout convinced you to heal.
I didn't do shit. Don't blame me for that.
All right, Cyrix,
Okay.
we're hanging out nice.
Hold on,
Oh.
shoot.
Weird things are happening.
Oh, I think it's the whole game.
Yeah.
I think the server just.
Okay, what happened?
AV
not
just didn't
completely
appear for me till I was almost all the way in the arena, so.
What?
Lots
Really?
of lag.
Yeah, there's a ton of lag going on here.
Pokeball.
Yeah, people are jumping around. There's a lot of rubber banding happening right now.
Oh.
I just got
Right?
3.
Just-
Okay, so
Blaze, like,
regardless
disappearing
of what's
in theory?
happening in the game, just try to put your character on the side of this bridge behind the columns. If you have pets, dismiss them. There do seem to be some connection issues, but none of them seem to be like hard disconnects. And essentially what we have now is a sort of forced wait period where support is killing the Fate, then they have to get the sort of the portal buff. Well, they wait for the portals to spawn and they go in. If you see in Yell chat, if you need to AFK /HUD layout.
He's at 15% now.
Okay, nice. So we won't have too much of a wait. Don't go AFK for more than like 5 minutes. Right. On one hand, it's good to take a break, but also please don't hold up the raid. Don't be that person.
If not, please set elements to attack ice. And just wait until your Magia respawns.
Don't worry about Protection Shell now because we have to wait up to 10 minutes for support. It's better for those to, right? We don't want to have to refresh twice. So there's no need to refresh Protected Shell right away. Unless you're bored, go for it, you know.
Yay,
Okay, and it's done.
And then if you look in chat, Xiao has already posted sort of the main mechanics of the fight if you kind of want to read up on it.
How's the lag situation? Looking good.
It seems to be a bit better.
Okay.
Yeah, what? Wasn't too bad on our end. Outside of
Haku, mute, please.
Haku
That mic is broken as fuck.
Definitely busted.
No, he just needs to be abducted by aliens at another time.
What's your timer at there, Cyrix?
8 minutes.
Just off cooldown.
We can eat one now. Go leaders, so we can do times.
For anyone who is still here and is new in DPS, now is a good time to mention that if you have been running Plate Bearer throughout this, it will no longer really help you survive mechanics. So if you are a DPS with Plate Bearer still active, it would be best to switch to an offensive Logos, so an offensive Wisdom plus a skill.
Just wondering why is that? He just hits so hard it doesn't matter?
He hits hard enough that, Plate Bearer, if you mess up a mechanic, the Plate Bearer is unlikely to save you, whereas in the other fights, depending on which mechanic you get hit by, you might still survive. AV, if you get it wrong, you're just dead, unless you have Elemental Gear.
Additionally,
Also,
too, he has Enrage.
Yeah, AV has a true Enrage, so Raiden kind of has an Enrage in the sense that over time, more and more mechanics overlap until it becomes impossible. But AV has a strict hard Enrage, where if you get to it, it's just an instant wipe. So those two reasons are why people, mainly DPS, should switch off a Plate Bearer. Healers, Plate Bearer is totally still okay because most likely you're in full defensive magic anyways, so that combined with the Plate Bearer could still help you survive one failed mechanic or so. Do we have a Spirit Dart, by the way?
I have one active.
Cool. Okay, that's good.
I'll say I have one of those too after Shell and Protect goes out.
Yeah, I combo my Skirmisher with Spirit Dart for this.
Skirmisher. Who's yelling at me?
What?
Obscure doesn't want to give
Making sure
me
you saw Nanny.
magic.
I'm paying attention to chat. Hello?
Sometimes you're not, like earlier. Hello?
He spammed me with fucking sound effects.
When did the red portal spawn? What, 3 minutes left?
1 minute left.
Oh, damn.
And for support, they'll spawn random.
Avatara,
Hello, I'm in. But most of my party's got to wait for Red.
okay, no worries.
So we're hanging out.
Sounds good. Avatara, Feint is good in the sense that we want Feint to be able to hit him, but it lasts for 1 minute, so multiple Feints is not that useful. I already have an active Feint, and I plan to hold on to it. Bloodbath is always decent in the sense that, I mean, you are getting health back. I don't know that it's super impactful, but if you're worried about your own survivability, you know, it helps out the healers from having to, you know, keep you as topped off.
You have Protect and Chill out there, correct? Or should
Yes.
I bring it?
Yeah, I have an active one.
I assume we
But
also
you
have protected
might-
shells for Ozma, or do we need that?
We might need that
we
because I don't have a spare.
I can bring.
Okay, bring a spare. If we happen to clear AV, then we'll have it ready for Ozma.
Depends how many orbs explode in the group.
Mashera, were any of the support people new?
I am.
I think we have one, yes. But you're up here, so you can listen while you wait.
I think there was someone else that was new
They're
as
coming
well.
in now.
Yeah, I just don't want to like distract from the portals in that case.
They're coming in now.
I'm in now. So.
Okay.
4, 5, 3 more, 6.
So party leads, or if your party lead is AFK, anyone can ready check. So at least one person in every party, please ready check now. Pay attention to the names. This is more for making sure that anyone new is actually here and can listen to explanations. So again, we'll sound off in order. Group 1.
Everyone hit the ready check? I don't know if they're all in.
Okay, well, I'll assume that means they're here. Group 2.
We are here.
Group 3.
3's good.
4.
4 is good.
4 is good, okay. 5 is good in terms of explanations. 6.
Nani?
1 second. I'm missing one, I think.
Support is all here.
Yep, we're here.
And somebody's patching out protect and shell.
Arlemon Durek. Are you at your keyboard? Dunkirk, sorry. Okay, he's here. Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
Okay.
Support is all in.
Alright, so as I go through this explanation, it might get decently long, so just be ready to wiggle, or if you're not going to wiggle your character around, keep /HUD layout up. So, AV. The name of the game here is to do
Someone
the
is
opposite.
breathing into their mic. Can you please mute yourself?
Might be.
I think it's you, yeah.
Sorry.
Tanks can be figured out in yell chat as you do this. We have enough vet tanks to sort that out. Okay, so the name of the game for Absolute Virtue is you want to be the opposite color of what he throws out. The skill where he assigns a color is called Eidos, and he'll put on bracelets. They are either dark or light. This is immediately followed up by one of 2 mechanics where you want to go to the opposite color. One is called Hostile Aspect, where he summons puddles. The first time he does this, he'll only do puddles of one color, and they will all double in size. Every other time after the first, he'll throw out puddles of both colors, light and dark, and only the puddles that match his bracelets will double in size. So the goal is to get away from the bad color and get close to the good color. A lot of the safe spots, if you just follow the vets, are sort of where a safe color sort of is really close to the edge of the arena. If you're not sure, it is safer to run farther rather than closer. Other than that, you can stay with the mob of people and you'll be fine. The other one is called Impact Stream. Here he'll split the arena. One half is going to be light, one half is dark. The side that matches his color will do insta-kill damage. The side that is opposite, you'll survive, but you will still take damage. So healers, you need to keep healing and shielding through this. It is not complete damage avoidance. You will still take a decent amount, about as much as a raid wide. Other mechanics throughout the fight. His tank buster is called Auroral Cleave. Sorry, Auroral Wind, and it is a cleave. So you want to stay away from the main tank. Ryan is already up front. He's probably already marked from the past fight, so nothing there. The other mechanic is called Medusa Javelin. Throughout the fight, he will cast out a long conal. Because conals get wider the farther away you are, the safest way to dodge this is to always be close to AV. Anytime a mechanic takes you far away, just try to run back in close as soon as you can. That way, if a Medusa Javelin gets thrown out, you can dodge it. The raid wide is called Meteor. Standard raid wide rules apply. Just shield, heal, all that stuff. Now, the main mechanic to watch out for that can sort of ruin runs is Turbulent Aether. When he casts Turbulent Aether, I think it's 8 orbs will spawn around the arena, along with 8 little puddles. Orbs are light and dark colored, and they will tether a random player each. They'll begin slowly chasing players until they touch them, at which point they explode, dealing heavy damage to anyone in the range, and also providing a damage down debuff. This is bad because AV has an enrage timer. This is also bad because this can happen when ads are out, and if the ads are left alive too long, they cast Explosion, which is also essentially a raid wipe mechanic. So how do we deal with orbs? To deal with orbs, you need to run to a puddle of the opposite color. Dark orbs to light, light orbs to dark. If your character is standing in the puddle, you receive a buff that will protect you from the explosion damage and the debuff. Now, if you cannot reach a puddle in time, the best thing to do is sacrifice yourself for the party by running to the edge. You will take the debuff, but if you switch to defensive magia and use any defensive cooldowns you have, you'll probably survive. It is 1 person per puddle, so you can't wait for someone to deal with their orb, then take their puddle. Once the orb is dealt with, that puddle disappears. So opposite color puddle, 1 person per. If you can't do it, run to the edge, pop defensive cooldowns, defensive magia. Now, while this is happening, before orbs actually start chasing you, these always come with Medusa Javelins, which means you want to wait for the Javelin conal to show up first so you can dodge it. Javelins actually petrify you if they hit. So if you have an orb and you get petrified, you're taking that damage. Everyone else, please have raid awareness. If you see someone about to blow up an orb in the party, try to position yourself away from it. This is on everyone to focus on. Finally, you want Eureka Potions on your hotbar. There is a period in the fight where he will have a double raid wide and he will also jump away after, so that's extra damage, followed immediately by 3 proximities around the edge, and then 3 half-room cleaves. So that is a lot of raid damage all at once. Help your healers out by popping Eureka Potions. There's actually a specific call out for when we should do this. The ads are going to be Ice Element? Is it? Lightning Element. I always forget. You can have Magia auto on for this, and it's fine. But they are Lightning Element. 1 ads pop. There's always 2 of them, 1 to the north, 1 to the south. You must focus them down right away. They cast Explosion pretty soon. So if you are not dealing with an orb, your focus is on ads. No one but the tank should still be on AV, and all they're doing is maintaining aggro. They can be deathed, so if you still have death active, feel free to do that as well. And really, that's the fight. All these mechanics just sort of happen in 1 by 1. The only time mechanics layer are Turbulent Aether and Javelin, and then there's also Turbulent Aether with ads in Javelin. That's the most complicated thing. And again, orbs, 1 person per puddle, take it to the opposite color. Anything with colors, you want to go to the opposite side. And for anyone who wasn't here, if you are a DPS, take off Plate Bearer if you have it, switch to something offensive. Plate Bearer at this point isn't going to help you. If you are a healer or a tank with full defensive magia, Plate Bearer might still do you some good, but DPS, there's no reason to have it. Any questions?
Is anybody missing Shell and Protect?
Doesn't look it.
Give the tank a little bit extra time on this because it's a wind mob.
Yeah, Rain, I'm going to try to run up with you so I can hit that feint as soon as possible.
Okay.
All right, if we are good, then would say let's begin ready checking. If any healers have bravery, you can begin passing them out now. people with Spear Dart, in case you happen to be new with it, it's 60 seconds, so you don't have to spam it. Just remember to apply it right after he comes back from any untargetable phases.
That's pretty much like Trick Attack, right?
Essential. Oh, it Trick Attack, but it lasts much longer.
Okay, yeah.
It's 8% damage over 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah. I just forgot the stats to it. I was like,
oh, and for the tanks, just because I saw it asked my party, the ads spawn north and south cardinal compass directions, which means from our perspective, if we're looking at AV, the north ad spawns to the right, the south ad spawns to the left. If you are an ad tank and you are worried about getting this mixed up, you can go ahead and mark where it's going to spawn, roughly on the side. So the arena circular, if you feel like you're going to get mixed up, you can do that. Kita, I'll change ours for you.
Do we know which tanks are going to grab ads?
Yes, green is the tank.
Move up
if
a bit,
you haven't
guys.
already, to the right, me, jumping up and down, the Makote Paladin, who looks almost like Rain. Mark them with target to bind 2. Kita, on the left, mark them with target to bind 1. All 3 tanks are jumping up and down. Okay, let's sound off in order. 2.
2 is ready.
3.
3's ready.
4. Oh, never mind, Rosario, I see you. 5 is ready. 6.
Ready.
Support.
Ready.
We're ready.
Who's calling?
Good.
You calling, Pachi?
I can call unless someone else really wants to.
I'll call.
Okay,
Nice.
Zhao will be all caller.
Okay, Joe. 15 seconds starting now.
Please mute your mics now.
10. 5. LB2s. LB1s.
Grade Y. Get away from dark puddles. These double in size. Back to the boss. Dodge the javelin. Away from the main tank. Get to the light side. Healers heal up for this. Tank buster. Get away from light puddles. Pug dark. Away from light puddles. Back to the boss. And away from the main tank. Raid wide. Ads are spawning. I'm sorry, orbs are spawning. Spread lightly. Dodge a javelin first, then resolve your orbs. Away from the main tank. Get back to the boss. Raid wide is coming up. Double raid wide. Raid wide again. Get to the middle, pop your Eureka potions. Get to the dark side. Healers keep healing for this. Get to the dark side again. Then get to light. Wait for the proximity. Then move. Not too far. Back to the boss and dodge a javelin. And away from the main tank. Tank Buster. Papa remembered if you died. Raid wide. Ads are spawning. Focus on these ads. Spread lightly for orbs. Wait for the javelin, then resolve your orbs. Resolve your orbs now. And away from the main tank.
Whoa, that's some lag.
Please
Bomb's
mute
clear.
your mic. You're ready for the raid wide coming up. Raid wide. Get to light puddles. Get away from dark puddles. Away from the proximity. Line it up with the boss. Double half rune cleave. Get to the dark side. Not too far from the boss. Get to the dark side again. Away from the main tank. Dodge a javelin. Raid wide. Ads are spawning again. Lords will follow after. Burn these ads down. Spread lightly for your orbs. Dodge the javelin first, then resolve. Resolve your orbs. Tank Buster, away from the main tank. Get back to the boss, get ready for a raid, right? Raid wide. Get away from light puddles. Away from light puddles. Back to the boss. Line it up. Half rune cleave. Get to the dark side. Not too far from the boss. Get to the dark side again. Dark side. Dodge a javelin. If you need to healer LB3 to get everyone up, do that now. Raid wide. And it's in rage, and we're fine.
How did the meteor one-shot me?
Maybe no shields.
I guess because I just got up.
Also elemental gear. If you don't have shell and protect, if you don't have regular protect, that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah, so if you were just rezzed, then you would not have had the shell and protect buff that you might have gotten used to.
I have sacks ready. Healers, make sure to grab your chest first. If you're not able to sack, you can move up with the rest of the group. Otherwise, if you're a healer that has sack, please move up to group leads.
Guys, if you're having connection issues, it's better for you to not proceed to Ozma. If you can't confirm your connection's good, you could wipe the whole raid by misplacing a meteor. So,
My connection was fine. I just hit a massive lag spike in the middle of that fight.
yeah, you never call out over a caller, ever.
Yeah, sorry about that. That was
Yeah,
just,
yeah. It's just one of
it's
the
just the game just froze on me. I'm like, what the fuck?
That's why we tell people to mute.
It's
Mute your
easier to
mic.
just mute yourself, no matter what. You don't know what you'll react mid-fight, just mute. End of story.
Yeah, pretty much. So we're not going to pull these ads yet because just some mechanics of how this dungeon works. Before we get to Ozma, once we engage the second owl, we are setting Ozma's difficulty by the amount of people currently left in the instance live or dead. So this is usually where we wait, right? Because if people are disconnecting or if we can't sack them, we ask them to leave so that the dungeon only registers, the number of people who will actually be going into the fight. Now, as far as actually fighting these mobs, what they do is they cast a spell called On the Properties of Darkness. It doesn't do any damage, but it will steal a random buff from you, including potentially Spirit of the Remembered. Obviously, you don't want to lose that, because that means you have to pop logos, you lose actions, whatever. They can be stunned or silenced, but since there are 50 plus people in here, mobs have a cap of like 60 debuffs. If you have 60 on it already, stuns and silences will no longer work. Also, stuns and silences have diminishing returns. So if you get too greedy on those, if you start stunning and silencing them right away, they won't actually take effect when we do need to interrupt it. So chill with the dots, chill with the debuffs, save stuns and silences for the cast. It is On the Properties of Darkness.
I'm going to mention the lag thing again,
I
too.
feel very passionate about this.
If you've had lag deaths all the way up to Ozma, if you are having connection issues, it may be better for you to return rather than wipe a whole raid to a misplaced meteor.
I didn't have a lag death. I suddenly couldn't hear her calling. Like I was moved out of the channel.
That's weird.
Yeah, I was basically lagging for the entire fight just now, so I don't know. It might be best for me to just.
You might want to return.
So what will happen is, as this is learning, and just based off of the damage we had in AAV, because we barely got past the enrage, no one should be thinking of Ozma as a clear. Like, if we do get it, it's a nice bonus, but that should not be the goal. I would say, for learners, right, if you're a vet and you're fine, like, yeah, great, you can leave if you want, but for learners, if you're having lag issues, don't jump into the arena, so you can at least still watch.
It's nice to watch from up top. You can see how certain mechanics are handled.
Yeah. It's arguably a much better view to get an idea of what's going on throughout the entire fight.
Right.
Alright, sounds good.
I'm posting a whole bunch of stuff in Raid 3 discussion if people want to look at it. I know it's a lot, sorry, but this fight is mechanic heavy.
Yeah. By the way,
AFK 3 hours to read that.
Is everyone up? That needs to be up?
Yes, everyone's up. Yep.
Okay, great. So we can begin dealing with these owls. Also, if anyone is still holding on to Percept, you can get rid of it. I don't know if that was said already. Owls can be death. Try not to aggro the second one, please.
Well,
now we can, I guess.
No dots. Did you already say the dot thing? Sorry.
What?
I wasn't.
Yeah, we did. It's fine.
I want to put my dots on it. Please let
Bro,
me.
silences.
Silence? Yeah.
I saw silences coming out before. Don't do that. Just talked about it.
So, no one jump down, unsummon your pets. We'll start passing out Shell and Protect again.
Yeah, basically hug the wall or the edges of this bridge. That's how people know that you need a buff.
If you are
Once
a
you're done,
tank, please pay attention
up
to yell chat. I don't know.
A lot of these people have to get a cutscene before they can do anything. So
Yeah. Alright.
do you need me to do John protecting, or does someone else have it?
You might need to this time. I have to drop mine.
Yeah.
Okay. Here we go.
So once again, tanks,
Never done
pay
it, so I'm
attention
just
to yell chat while mechanics are getting explained. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm sorting
Someone
out.
said in chat. Put out your HUD layout if you're gonna AFK. What group is Avatara?
He's in 3-4 side.
4, because they were on us in Owain side.
I'm 4.
So who's group 3? Tank?
3 has Iria Rail.
Oh, Iria, yeah, jumping.
Okay. Unless you all have geared and I just have never run into you, I'm assuming you both are newer.
Yes, that's why I didn't yell anything.
Okay. Yeah, I just meant tanks in the party. That might have not been clear when I said main tanks. So when we get down there, I think 5 should go northeast, 4 should go south. Okay. So I will say, I'll just put it in the chat. Tank.
Stupid question, maybe not so stupid. What would you consider decent gear for in here?
Ozma. Honestly, all elemental armor. You can get by without the weapon, but at least all your armor. For main tank, at least. All your elemental. +2s. Just because of how much damage is output on main tanks.
Yeah, if he crits you, it can take like half your health in one hit without full elemental.
What are DPS preferred to have for like a clear run?
2 pieces.
3 pieces. 2 to 3 pieces minimum.
And your chest.
Yeah, 2 to 3 pieces, not including chest piece, because it's assumed by this point you have the Asode or the Vermilion Cloak. Alright, so I'm assuming people have had some chance to sort of read through the Discord, get an idea. I'll now begin actually verbally walking us through this. Main forms. The fight starts out in sphere form. If you look at the arena, you'll see that there's 3 platforms. It's basically 2 groups per platform, except the south platform has 3 because support. And the way Ozma works, to understand mechanics, is Ozma only auto attacks people on the platform. And there's a separate enmity table for each platform. This is why main tanks are important, and why certain mechanics will have main tanks stepping off last, or just not leaving. So,
if you have shell protect, move forward. So
so they know who to buff. Sphere form, heavy single target autos on main enmity. So healers up till now, the damage you've seen from autos is nothing like Ozma. Treat every attack as a tank buster. All healers on that platform should focus target the main tank. They will need healing from everyone to stay healthy. It is that much damage. You have been warned. Now, the first thing Ozma will do is switch into star form. Once Ozma switches into star form, at this time and every time after, it is immediately followed up with a cleave. It hits the entire front of the platform, so you need to run to the back. Once we run back forward to get to attack Ozma, though, auto attacks switch to random target cleaves, so the party needs to stay stacked. If someone stays back and gets targeted randomly, or someone gap closes and gets targeted, they will die. It needs to be shared. You stay stacked for the remainder of the phase. During this, there's going to be something called Shooting Star. If you see there are these blue buttons, these blue circles on the platform, Shooting Star is a knockback centered on that button. You want to get knocked towards Ozma. You do this by standing on the sort of yellow gold rim of the button in the front of the platform. We all get knocked towards Ozma, so all the DPS stays stacked because auto attack cleaves are still going out. Right? You do not want to be separated from the group. So don't surecast this, don't arm's length it, take the knockback. After a few times of this, Ozma will switch back to Sphere. Anytime Ozma is switching back to a sphere from a different shape, Ozma casts Black Hole. This is the suck. If there is not at least one person on each of these blue buttons, 3 on the platforms, 3 on the ring, the entire raid gets sucked out. Now, even if we have 1 person on each button, anyone not on a button will also get sucked out. So what we do is, ranged, go to the button on the ring to the right. Melee, you stay on the button on the platform. Healers can also stay on the platform just so it's easier to heal the main tank, because they're going to still be taking autos during this time. After this, we go through short mini phases where Ozma will go between a shape, sphere, different shape, sphere, shape, sphere. The sphere is the in-between phase. The other 2 shapes are cube and triangle, and it's random pick. Cube. The transition attack is a donut. To dodge it, you need to run up close to the Ozma, stay at the front of the platform. During this time, orbs will spawn around the edge. Main tanks will stand to the right. They're going to intercept orbs. All our tanks know it, so I'm not going to bog down everyone else with the mechanics. Healers, just be ready to heal. Everyone else, you're staying to the front left of the platform. There's going to be some stack damage. Just stay there. During this phase, auto attacks become laser cleaves. So, again, main tanks will stay to the right, so they're not hitting the rest of the party. During this time, through various mechanics, Ozma will also cast Holy Knockback. This is a short, like 1 to 2, 3-step knockback. Just make sure that you have enough platform directly behind you from Ozma, so watch the corners and the angles. Just make sure if you get knocked back a little bit, you won't fall off. Finally, there is Triangle Form. In Triangle Form, auto attacks will hit the player furthest away, essentially with an AoE bleed. We're going to call healers spread. Once you get down there, there's specific positions you'll take up on each platform. That is your dedicated spot anytime you hear the keywords healers spread. Another attack that goes out during this time is acceleration bombs. These are the dice that count down above your head. If you are moving or taking any action at all when this debuff counts down to 0, you explode, dealing you and everyone else again around you for heavy damage, it's a percentage, and you also give them a damage down. This can wipe a raid. And you'll be hearing for, again, healer spread and also check your debuffs. Now, during star form and triangle form, we can also get meteors. This is like the 24-man Sid from Orban. You'll get targeted with large AoEs that will drop proximities after a set period of time. If you are targeted with this, you want to run either to the button, all the way to the button on the ring to the right, so to the right, or all the way to the back of the platform. Right? Once the AoEs drop, everyone stacks front left of the platform. There's some shields and healing. These meteors do heavy, heavy damage. If these meteors are misplaced, if you are slow, it will wipe a raid. After the meteors drop, they also leave 1 ad each. Off tanks, this is now your only duty. Off tanks pick up the ad to the right first, then the ad to the back. The one to the back will naturally go to you, the ad to the right tends to wander. These must be DPS down, otherwise they cast Tornado, which targets a random platform with essentially 99999 damage. It will wipe an entire platform. When you get down there, you can fall off, so be wary of that. Do not cut corners. There will be times where we have to dodge. Sorry, I almost forgot. Anytime Ozma changes into a triangle, instead of a cleave or a donut, it's a laser, so it'll be called to get off the platform. Main tanks last, again, because of auto attacks. Main tanks, after about 2 to 3 seconds, go ahead and leave the platform. You don't want to save, like, you don't want to take the hit in case the DPS is being greedy. And if meteors are misplaced, you will hear a call out called platform name, so like northwest or south, for example, plus overload. When this happens, everyone pops all mitigation they have, you switch to Magia defense, tanks limit break. You might not survive still, but at least it gives you a better chance. There's a lot, but once you actually get into it, there's kind of a rhythm. Just listen to callouts. I want us to see as much of the fight as possible, so I would say dismiss all pets. You can begin jumping down. Groups 1 and 2 go to the northwest. Groups 3 and 5 northeast. Groups 4, 6, and south. Sorry, 4, 6, and support go to the south.
Do not cut corners, please.
Yes, you can fall. You
It's
can
like
proc remember
regular
if you
Ozma.
fall, But if it does happen, you will always respawn on the south platform, so you may have to go back to your original platform when it's safe. There was a picture, I believe, with the waymarks you can set up. Please go ahead and set those down now for any of your new people. You can turn off Magia Auto for this fight. Ozma is lightning. And by turning off Magia Auto, you are able to use Magia Defense if you have to. Ranged, please do not target Ozma at all in case you double click and start a pull early. Just don't do that. Healers on each platform begin jumping up and down on sort of, imagine the back half of the platform as a rectangle, jump on the four corners of the rectangle. No two healers should be too close to each other. Support healers, you are on the ring instead of the platform. Northwest, oh, never mind, northwest looks good. South looks good. Support only had one healer, or is one just passing out? Okay, got it. Main tanks are standing on the buttons. Make sure you have them marked, and all healers on that platform have those main tanks focus targeted. Meteors are always back and to the right for each platform. That way we don't overlap. Right? Everyone moves to the right, so no one overlaps. Okay. In lieu of questions, I would say let's just ready check so we can experience as much of this fight as possible. Focus on just doing mechanics and staying alive. This is learning. We want you to see, ideally, all the shapes and all mechanics. So begin ready checking.
One is ready.
Two's ready.
3's ready.
Pache, are you doing
4's ready.
Are you doing calls? Do you want me to?
I can do callouts, it's fine. If you wanna back up with the healer's spread, since you are one, you'll probably be faster than that. Yep, thank you, Rosario. 5 was ready, 6 was ready, I think.
Yep.
Healers can start passing out braveries.
Yeah, I'll give about 20 seconds for braveries, so...
Mute
Can I
your
ask
mic.
one real quick question?
After that.
What's the question?
You said that for overload, tanks need to pop limit break. Is that only for the tanks platform that gets it, or every?
So every party, because
okay.
Unfortunately, you won't know it until you experience it for yourself. But the damage in Ozma is like exponentially more than anything else in this dungeon.
It should be more so for the people on that platform that need to overload. So
yeah, so basically if there is an overload,
yeah,
like if I say northwest overload, only groups 1 and 2 will do the limit break and the shield mitigation. Right, so pay attention to the actual direction.
It is up to the rest of the party to change to defense Magia. You are responsible for LB.
Yeah, overload is just the key word. We hope everyone else just does what overload means for their particular role. But with that said, let's begin a countdown. We'll start with 15 seconds. 15. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4 LB2s, LB1s, and pull.
Main tanks are taking heavy autos, please heal them.
Right. All healers should have them focus targeted. You can now see how much damage they're taking. First up will be Star Form. So get to the back of the platform. Right now. When you move up, stay stacked. Main tanks included. Everyone move up together. Next will be a knockback. Stand on the edge of the button, get knocked towards Ozma. Make sure to stack up again, main tanks included. After a few more auto attacks, we'll go to spear form. Get to your buttons. Main tanks are still taking heavy autos. Keep them healthy. Make sure you're standing in the button. Safe to move. So go ahead, practice. Party to the left, main tanks to the right. Back of the platform, there's a donut. Back to Ozma. Clones are up. Stay at the front. And then get to the back of the platform after the AoE. Back now. Star again. Stay stacked as you move up. Meteors to the back and right. Meteors to the back and right.
Everyone else on the top left corner of the platform.
If you drop off a meteor, run back to the front. Take the meteor damage first. Then run to the front of the button. Get knocked forwards. Pick up ads. Off tanks, this is you.
Get the
Ads
one to the
must be
right
focused
first.
down.
Add to the right first, then the ones in the back.
Focus all ads down. If you see tornado happening, interrupt it. Get knocked to the back of the platform. Get knocked to the back of the platform. Wait for the AoE. Wait. Then run forward. Stay stacked.
South platform down.
Main tank southbound.
Don't go to the buttons. Don't go to the buttons.
Off your buttons.
Off the buttons will get sucked out.
Now seen Ozma.
We saw, unfortunately, we didn't get to see cube or triangle form. We just got star form twice, but you did get to see the mechanic of having to deal with meteors followed by a knockback, plus with the clones. Sometimes you have to get knocked forwards or backwards to dodge the clone attack. So there's a lot to keep.
What I really want to stress is for off tanks, you need to grab the ads on the right first before grabbing the ones in the back, because the right ones tend to wander more.
Another thing, do not leave the party.
I thought we explained that. I'm sorry.
Apparently not, because someone in our party left.
That matters
Also-
more for, I guess, clear runs, but just to explain why that happens, in case this never happened to you, we only get 3 bars of limit break if there are 8 people in the party. The moment someone leaves party, it immediately drops down to 2. So you're kind of screwing your party out of limit breaks. That is the reason we need you to stay in party.
So a few things that I saw when he says get pushed to the front or back, it's on the button and on the edge of where the direction that you want to get to. And if you can't get to a button, just get to the nearest one. There has to be at least one person on a button, otherwise the whole group gets sucked out. But generally it's all the melees and like healers typically on the main button on the platform, and then the range will go to the buttons on the bridge, which is the right side of you.
Just want to reiterate that. I saw someone, I don't know what group, doesn't matter. They went to the wrong button, so they changed their mind and they went to the one they're supposed to go to. If you get to a button and there's someone on like the button you should have gone to, don't bother changing. Just be on one.
Yeah,
It's
to
okay.
make clear, the button assignments are just to kind of set a protocol to build muscle memory in a sense, but it's not actually required. It's not like the game registers, oh, you're on the ring, but you're a melee. I'm sucking at. No, the game doesn't do that. This is just our methodology. As long as everyone is on a button